Hi, I'm Brian Biggs. I'm with Storm Financial. I'm one of the financial advisors here. And one of my areas of specialty is in Social Security planning. So I'd like to today to discuss some of the foundational issues with Social Security and just get some information to you regarding Social Security. It is a program that we do hear a lot about in our working years, but it is something, of course, that we don't really need until getting closer to retirement. At Storm Financial, we do serve clients of all ages, but we tend to see more people in the pre-retirement time frame. So we do get a lot of questions regarding Social Security. So I wanted to talk about some of the basic information on Social Security and hopefully give you some good information to think about and for your planning as well. So Social Security is actually three prongs to it. There's the retirement income planning, the retirement income part that we all think about for Social Security. And there's also a death benefit for families with minor children, a worker who's paid into the system has passed away. And then there's also a disability insurance portion of Social Security. So those three things together are all under the Social Security system. But we're going to just really look at today is the Social Security income, retirement income portion of that. And Social Security is actually a very good program for income support in retirement for old age because it is a lifetime income. You're not going to live beyond it, and it is also inflation adjusted and backed by the U.S. government. So you've got it's akin to an annuity. But it actually is better than most annuities will not have the inflation adjustment or potentially not even have the lifetime income piece that Social Security offers. And actually Social Security it's a good piece for one part of a good retirement plan. We would like to see clients with their employer plan, whether it's pension, which you don't see as much anymore, 401k, which is much more common. Those will be your one portion of your plan. Social Security income then being another portion of your plan, and then non-retirement income or savings investments that are outside of a retirement plan would be like a third leg of your a well-structured portfolio for retirement income. As far as then calculating Social Security, it is to qualify. You actually do have to work 40 quarters, which is approximately 10 years, paying into the system to qualify for Social Security. And the benefit is actually calculated using the highest 35 earnings years that you have over your lifetime. And those earnings years are adjusted for inflation. So earnings from the 70s or the 80s will be increased for inflation when before the calculation of your benefit is done. And it will be, Social Security is a social system, so it will replace a higher portion of income for lower earners than for higher earners. So it is part of the calculation when they come up with your full retirement age benefit. And we do get a lot of questions on, is the Social Security system going to be there when I retire? And it is a pay-as-you-go system, so there's really always money going into the system. It's not going to run out of money as long as we're working. Every time we get a paycheck each week, we have that Social Security payment going in. So that's going to go into the system and actually pay for benefits for current retirees. Since the 1980s, the Social Security system has actually had excess income coming in. So it's actually been held in a trust fund that's invested in government securities. And the trust fund has gone up to about a $2.9 trillion balance. But now we're seeing, with the retirements of the baby boomers, we're seeing more income go out of the system than coming into it. So over the next, until 2034 now, the trust fund will be starting to be depleted. And then at that point, there will be no trust fund money. So the system, if it's not changed, we'll have to just pay out what with the income it has coming in. And right now the projections are based on current benefit calculations, it will pay out 75% of current promised benefits if nothing's done to the system. I mean, there can be changes, relatively modest changes that could lengthen that, or so it doesn't have to have any reduction, because there are folks who just live on Social Security benefits, and a 25% reduction would be pretty extreme. Things as potentially raising the income level when the Social Security taxes are paid on would be an idea, or potentially pushing back the full retirement age benefit or date, or some things that have been discussed as far as not having to face future benefit reductions, but the system will not go broke. It does not run out of money. As part of Social Security planning, or as far as including Social Security and client planning, we recommend that clients go to My Social Security, myssa.gov, and they can set up an online account, and you can actually check your earnings records online. The paper statements are no longer sent out regularly. If you don't have an online statement at age 60, they will send you out a paper statement. But you can go at any age and check out what your Social Security benefits are projected to be. And you can also check out the earnings history. We recommend clients do that. And as far as the earnings history, go ahead and look back and see. It'll give you every year that you've worked, and it gives you the income you've made that year, because that's the income on which your benefits will be based. And the benefits are actually calculated using your highest 35 income years, and they'll average those years. They will adjust it for inflation. So those early years in the 70s and 80s will be brought up to current dollars. And then there's be an average income, annual income amount that's calculated. And that average income amount then has some percentages applied to that for Social Security then to calculate what your expected monthly benefit will be. And when you look at those statements, they will have your years that they're projecting out at between age 62 and 70 each year. They provide a benefit amount that you'll get. And those benefit amounts do assume that you are currently making what you are now up until the full retirement, up until your retirement age. So if you're going to retire early, those benefits will change, but it does give us a good place to start and numbers to work with as far as what your benefits can be expected, and then how that can fit in with your retirement plan. So if you have any questions, please let us know at Storn Financial. And if they would like to follow up with another webinar, another video that talks about potentially some individual situations for claiming for couples and for singles. So watch for us in the future. Thank you very much.